Hey everybody, this is Mace1370 back for another RTR 4 draft. Okay, well, I think for this pack we're definitely taking New Prov Guildmage. It's a very strong card. Happy to take it first. The rare Gerard's Orders is okay, but I'm not a huge fan of it, and I like Azorius more than Golgari anyways. Other cards in this pack that I think are fairly decent, I guess an Action Injunction is okay. Skyline Predator's alright. I don't know, there's really not that much exciting stuff here other than this Guildmage. It'd be nice if an Action Injunction table, but I don't think it will. This pack is pretty weak. Giant Growth, I guess, is also good. Okay, interesting. So here we have Dead Reveler and Annihilating Fire. There's also Syncopate and Azorius Charm. Looks like they took the rare. I think we just take the Azorius Charm. It's very good. I think it's pretty close to being on par with Annihilating Fire. Annihilating Fire is probably better. But I think Azorius Charm, it goes well with our first pick, and I prefer being blue-white, so I think it's okay to take it here. Even if we don't end up in blue-white at the end of the day, I think that the risk is worth it. So here I think we probably take, let's see, I guess it's between Izzet Charm and Frostborn Weird. Izzet Charm is not bad. Frostborn Weird is pretty good too, though. I think I take the Frostborn Weird. Izzet Charm is nice. I mean, I'd like to be able to pick it up, but I think, yeah, definitely the Weird. We have another Inaction Injunction in this pack, an Izzet Guildgate, Keening Apparition. This pack is pretty strong, especially since it looks like an uncommon and the rare taken out of it, and there's still a bunch of good stuff here, so we might get something on the wheel from that pack. Ooh, and here we have a 4th pick Void Wielder. I think that could be considered a decent signal. Let's see, the rare is still here, 2 uncommons are still here, yeah, so an uncommon and 2 commons, or an uncommon, a common, and a foil are gone. Either way, like, there's not too many blue cards you would take over Void Wielder in the common slot. So yeah, I think we're pretty good taking that there. Interesting. So here Splatter Thug is by and far the best card in the pack. Centaur Healer is pretty good too. Rootborn Defenses is alright. We've taken a Frostborn Weird and a Void Wielder. I mean, the New Prov Guildmage and Azorius Charm do make me want to play Azorius, but I think taking the Splatter Thug is correct. If we end up in Izzet, I'd much rather have the Splatter Thug than having a Stealer of Secrets or a Mizium skin if I was in Azorius, so not saying I want to be in Izzet, but there it is. Well, here we have a Lay of Sky Knight. This is a huge signal. This card is first pick quality. I mean, I guess so is Splatter Thug, but getting this card this late is, yeah, big time signal. So yeah, we're definitely taking it. Not sure, and there's even a foil in this pack, so there weren't like a rare, or there wasn't a rare and a really good foil as well. So yeah, we're definitely just taking the Sky Knight here, and probably just trying to stay in Azorius at this point. So I'm going to hide the Splatter Thug. That's not what we want to be doing. Alright, well, here we get to choose between either Asperia Skywatch, Skyline Predator, and Eye in the Sky. I think both Skyline Predator and Asperia Skywatch are fine. I think I just take Eye in the Sky here, though, because these, big 6-drop creatures, I feel like you can usually pick up 1 or 2 when there's nothing else in the pack competing for them. So we might as well just pick up an Eye in the Sky now. We'll have a harder time getting something like that later. And I think it looks like we just have an Azorius deck kind of falling into our laps, because here there's an Azorius Arrestor, which I'm happy to take. Interesting. So the Skyline Predator is gone. We would take the Goblin Electromancer here, but I mean, there's pretty much no chance that we're Izzet at this point. So now we have to choose between either the Concordia Pegasus and the Crosstown Courier. Let's see, which do I like more? I guess I probably prefer Concordia Pegasus. I guess it's pretty close either way, though. So here we can take an Ethereal Armor, a Paralyzing Grasp, or a Selesnya Guildgate. Interesting. So I guess the Selesnya Guildgate would be nice if we end up wanting to splash a green card, but I think Ethereal Armor is probably the pick. It's not bad. Between Armory Guard and Cancel, which do I want more? I guess I'd probably want to have a Cancel in my sideboard before I would have an Armory Guard. Armory Guard's not bad, but like I said earlier, you can pick them up fairly routinely. I don't know why Phantom General is still here. I mean, Swift Justice and Selesnya Sentry, these are all fine white cards. So yeah, I'm definitely just going to take the Phantom General. I mean, Swift Justice would be nice, but If we get, Mizium Skin is a nice pickup here for a late wheel. So it looks like white is definitely open. I don't know if we'll end up running the Phantom General. We have one Eye in the Sky, and having Phantom General and Eye in the Sky together is nice just because it makes the Eye in the Sky so much better. If we get other tokens, then maybe we consider running the Phantom General, but for now I don't think we will. Alright, so this pack is pretty underwhelming for us. I think we probably just take the Bluster Squall. It's okay in Azorius. It's not my favorite card by any means, just because most of your guys should end up having evasion, but it's looking like we're getting fairly aggressive here, just, like with the 2-drops being pretty prevalent in our deck already. So I don't think it'll be a bad card in our deck. I think it'll probably work out well. So now we have to choose between Azorius Arrestor and Keyrune. It's pretty close. I mean, Azorius Arrestor is very good, and having the Bluster Squall kind of makes me want to pick up other Arrestors. Yeah, this is tough. I don't know which one I want here more. I think I might just want the Arrestor. I think we want to, with things like Ethereal Armor and Bluster Squall, I think we might just want to be as beat down as possible. Oh man, Skymark Rock? That's a gift. Alright, I had to pause it there to go get my hot cocoa. The drink of drafting champions. So yeah, Skymark Rock, easily taking this, no questions, not close. So none of the Inaction Injunctions tabled last pack. We have a Keening Apparition here. I think we saw a Keening Apparition in the first or second pack pick of this pack, so we might get one on the wheel. And I do like an Action Injunction. I mean, Keening Apparition is good too. We might just want to get Critical Mass of 2-drop. We haven't seen, other than the Lay of Sky Knight, really any 3-drops to go in our deck yet. And we have 2 Arrestors already, so I guess I'll take the Keening Apparition here. I like having one in the deck for sure. Ooh, and there's a Dramatic Rescue. This is not close. The only other card we would play is Runewing in this pack, and I'm not even that excited about Runewing, but I'm very excited about Dramatic Rescue. Okay, late Centaur's Herald. Selesny is surprisingly open right now. There's also a Tristani's Judgment. I think we'd probably take the Judgment over, Runewing. There are other things we can put in our 4 slot other than Runewing, and yeah, I'm just not that excited to play it. So Azorius Guildgate, I feel like, we're not splashing anything, so we don't really need it right now, and if we end up playing so aggressively, then I don't really know if we want any coming to play tap lands. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad pick here by any means, but I think we'll probably just grab Fall of the Gavel. We probably won't have an opportunity to get another one this draft. Okay, well this is an absurdly late Sunspire Griffin, so I don't know what cards people are taking, but they are shipping us everything that we want. So I could take a Concordia Pegasus. I could also take a Common Bond. I mean, I'm not playing the Common Bond. It just seems like there's a lot of these going around, and they're kind of annoying. We haven't gotten any Dispels yet. Yeah, I really don't think I'm playing this Concordia Pegasus, so I'll just take the Common Bond. Okay, well, we weren't really going to wheel anything out of this pack anyways. We don't want Chemister's Trick. Guild Feud, obviously not what we're doing. Chronic Flooding, not applicable, so I guess we'll just take Aqua Steed, but yeah, we're not playing it. We might play the Crosstown Courier. And yeah, I don't think it really matters what we take out of that pack. I guess we could have had a few Chronic Floodings by now. Here we'll take Dynacharge, it's more playable than Terrasworm. Here we'll take Train Caracol. It might make it into the sideboard against a really aggressive like Rakdos deck with a ton of Unleashed creatures. So for pack 3, I think we need a few more 3-drop flyers, and I wouldn't say no to a few more Dramatic Rescues. The card's pretty nuts. Pretty fortunate that we opened a good Azorius card, got past a good Azorius card, and then we ended up in Azorius. That doesn't always happen, but that can definitely up the power level of your deck when it does. Alright, well, Pithing Needle is not what we're going to do, I think. I will take a second Void Wielder, though. This card is bonkers. Azorius Justicar might actually be pretty decent in our deck, though. The Double Detain can be pretty relevant when you're, dumping all of these super low casting cost creatures, but I mean, Void Wielder is great too, and I know he will be good. Okay, so here we have Knightly Valor versus Tower Drake versus like Syncopate or Swift Justice. I mean, like there's a Soul Tithe, I guess, is here too. There's a bunch of cards we want in this pack. Tower Drake might wheel. I don't know how many other blue players are at the table, but someone might take Syncopate over it, and maybe even Is It Staticaster, or Soul Tithe if they're a white player. I mean, it just depends. I'm taking Knightly Valor here. I think it's the most powerful card in the pack, and for us, we might not be playing the Fall of the Gavel after all. Alright, well, this pack is not that exciting. I guess we take Seller of Songbirds. It's between that and Rootborn Defenses. Seller's not exactly that exciting. I guess it gives us another reason to play the Phantom General, but even then, that's not that great. Rootborn Defenses, I guess, could be defensible just as a combat trick, just to take it. And we were making a bird and a night token here, but yeah, I guess I'll just take the Seller. Okay, well here it's Dramatic Rescue, not close. Yeah, I mean, like having two of these is really solid. I've drafted Azorius a few times in the last like week or two, and I just like literally have not seen a single Dramatic Rescue in any of the packs that I got past, which was pretty disappointing. And my deck was definitely weaker without them. Okay, so let's see. We still don't have a 6-drop flyer. Do we want an Hesperia Skywatch here? Do we want another Azorius Arrestor? I have a feeling we'll get one of these in this pack, either on the wheel or just somehow. I mean, people seem to have been taking them, but yeah, I think I'll just take another Arrestor. It just means we're not playing Crosstown Courier, and that's fine. Alright, well this is actually kind of a frustrating pick. There is an Inaction Injunction which I would really like to take. I think Dispel is the pick though. We don't have any, and I think we want one. This is the type of deck that we need to be very aggressive, bashing in. And if they have some sort of removal or like a pump spell, then Dispel lets us blast right through that. So yeah, we'll definitely take Dispel there. We've seen this print run over and over, which is fine with me because more Dramatic Rescues. Well, I guess maybe I should have taken the 6-drop, the Hesperia Skywatch. I'm hoping one of them wheels. Oh man, this thing wheeling though, that's pretty crazy for us. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well here we'll take Swift Justice because I want to have a trick. And I guess we'll take the Rootborn Defenses over the Mizium Skin. We have one Mizium Skin, and having a Rootborn Defenses I guess could be relevant. It looks like someone was really taking all of those 6-drop flyers, so I guess we didn't end up... Oh no, we got one on the wheel. My greed paid off. Excellent. This might actually make our deck, just so we have a little bit of a top end. I don't know if we're going to run the Phantom General, Eye in the Sky, Seller of Songbirds trio. Running Eye in the Skies, I guess, might not be bad. We really don't have that many 4-drops, actually. Wow, I don't know why that tabled. It seemed like Selesnya was kind of open this draft, which was surprising. And we do have like a preponderance of white cards, so Frostborn Weird is a teensy bit awkward, but I'm definitely a fan of our playset of Azorius Arrestors and 3 Dramatic Rescues. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to put the Frostborn Weird in, all these guys go in. Fall of the Gavel is a maybe. I don't know if Crosstown Courier is making the cut or not. He'll go in the maybe pile as well. I think Cancel is strongly in the sideboard category for us. Ethereal Armor is a maybe as well. Train Caracal is not what we want to be doing. Having Avenging Arrow on the sideboard is nice, but again, not sure if it's what we want to be doing. Definitely playing Sunspire Griffin. I think Justicar is actually making the cut. Well, let's see, what does this look like? Alright, so... Eye in the Skies, I guess, isn't that strong on our deck since we don't have... The only other thing we could maybe populate is a Night token, and that's just not very exciting. I would like to find room for the Tristani's Judgment, though. But what to take out? I guess if we were going to take anything out, you could take the Swift Justice, but I like having one combat trick in. We have 3 Dramatic Rescues, and I don't want to cut any of them. Azorius Charm is just better for us. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is a deck that we don't run Tristanis. I like having Skywatch here just at the top. Just another Detain and a 3/3 body in the air is pretty powerful. But yeah, we have a lot of ridiculous bounce in this deck between the Charm and 3 Rescues and the 2 Void Wielders. I mean, we can get a pretty absurd amount of tempo. And we actually have a decent amount of ground guys. All of our Arresters and the Frostborn Weird and the Keening, even the Azorius Justicar. So I think Bluster Squall is definitely playable in our deck. So the other thing too is that I'm debating about is putting in Ethereal Armor. We do have a decent amount of ground guys. We only have one other enchantment, but I don't think that's necessarily a requirement. I like running the Dispel and Mizium Skin just to protect our dudes. The thing I'm debating about now is this a 16 land deck or a 17 land deck? I think this is a 17 land deck. Probably want to have probably a second white. No, yeah, a second white. We have 2 double whites. We only have 1 double blue. So yeah, second white. Yeah. Awkward that we only have 2 3-drops. I mean, we have a ton of 1-drops, but we definitely got a little lopsided there, so that's not good. Do I want to put in a Cellar of Songbirds just to have a 3-drop? That doesn't seem good either, just because I'm like cutting an Azorius Arrestor for it just seems worse. Like I'd just rather play the Arrestor. Same deal with like Selesnya Sentry. I guess I could take out like a Mizium Skin or something, but having Knightly Valor makes me like Mizium Skin. Alright, I guess we're running this.